A crocodile with a glowing stone. It was not hungry. It was looking for someone, and it found the wrong girl. Now she has 3 days to cross the desert. Something is following, and it never sleeps. Hi everyone. Today, a story from ancient Egypt. A fisherman's daughter meets a boy with a secret. His father hid something in the river, something that fell from his son. Now a man wants to eat the light, and only she can stop him. Easy words. Real history. Let's begin. Part 1. What the river took. Kemet lived with her family next to the Nile River. Her father was a fisherman. Every day, he went out in his small boat to catch fish. Kemet helped him. She was 14 years old. She was not like the other girls in her village. They wove linen and looked after goats. They laughed at Kemet because her arms were brown from the sun. Kemet did not care. She loved the river. Her grandmother told her many things about the Nile. The river is not a god, she said. Gods live in temples. The river lives here. It gives us fish, but it can also take things away. You must respect it. One night, Kemet went to the river alone. The moon was big and white. It made the water look like milk. There was a small piece of land in the river. It was only there 3 nights every year. Kemet stood on it with her feet in the water. She was waiting for catfish. Catfish are slow at night. She knew how to catch them with her hands. She put her hands under their bellies, and they went still. Then she put them in her basket. It was a trick her father taught her. Tonight, her basket had 7 fish already. Then everything went quiet. The crickets stopped making noise. The frogs stopped. The water stopped moving. It was like the river was holding its breath. Kemet looked up. A crocodile was in the water. It was watching her. Its eyes were above the surface. They did not move. They looked at her like they knew her. Around the crocodile's neck, there was a green stone. It was a scarab, a small beetle made of stone. It did not shine, but Kemet could feel it. It was like the stone was looking at her too. Kemet did not run. If you run, a crocodile will chase you. She did not stay very still. If you stay very still, a crocodile will wait and then take you. She did something else. Her grandmother taught her this. She made herself small. She made herself boring. She looked down. She breathed slowly. She did not move much. The crocodile watched. The stone watched through the crocodile. 1 minute passed. 2 minutes. 3. Then the crocodile went under the water. It was gone. Kemet waited. She counted to 100. Then she stood up slowly. She walked to the river bank. She did not run. She did not look back. On the bank, a boy was waiting. He was tall and thin. His arms were too long for his body, but his eyes were the strangest thing. They looked old. They looked like they had seen many bad things. He had a spear in his hand. The spear was wet. You did well, the boy said. His voice was quiet. You knew what to do. Kemet stopped. She looked at the spear. She looked at the river. She looked at the boy. That crocodile was looking for you, she said. The boy nodded. It saw me. It knows my face now. The boy nodded again. Kemet felt something in her chest. It was not fear. It was anger. The river saw her. The crocodile saw her. Something with a stone looked at her like she was food. She was tired of people looking at her. What is your name? She asked. Ipi. My name is Kemet. You owe me 7 fish. Ipi looked confused. What? My basket fell in the water. I lost my fish. You owe me 7 fish. and you owe me an explanation. Ipy looked at the river. The moon was going down. Morning was coming soon. I cannot give you fish, he said, but I can give you an explanation. Come with me. He walked into the tall grass. Kemet looked at the river one more time. The water was still and quiet. Nothing was there, but she knew now. The river saw things, and she would see things too. She followed the boy. Part 2. What the sand hid. Ipy walked like someone was always watching him. He did not walk on open ground. He stepped on stones, not sand. That way, he did not leave footprints. Kemet followed him. They walked for a long time. The sun came up. It got very hot. Kemet's throat was dry. Her legs hurt. They walked past the farms. They walked past the last houses. Then there was only sand and rocks. Then Ipy stopped at a big rock wall. There, he said. He pointed at a small crack in the rock. Kemet looked. There is nothing there. Push it, Ipy said. She pushed the rock. Nothing happened. She pushed harder. Nothing. Not like that. Ipy went down on his knees. He put his hand low near the ground. He pushed. The rock made a loud noise. A piece of the wall moved. Behind it, there was a dark hole. Kemet's eyes got big. How did you know? My father made it, Ipy said. He needed a place to hide. He walked inside. It is safe. There is water. Kemet followed him. They walked down. Then they walked up. Then they came to a room. The room was not very big, but it was full of things. There were many scrolls in the walls. There were stone tablets on the floor. There were wooden boxes with pictures of gods. In the middle of the room, there was a small table. On the table, there was a lamp. The lamp had a flame, but the flame made no smoke. Kemet walked to it slowly. She put her hand near it. The flame was warm, but it did not move. It burned the same all the time. It never goes out, Ipy said. My father found it in a tomb. He said it was older than the pyramids. Nothing is older than the gods, Kemet said. Ipy looked at her. That is what the priests tell people. He sat down on the floor. Kemet sat across from him. Then Ipy said, You saw the crocodile. You saw the stone on its neck. Yes, that stone is not just a stone. Someone put it there. Someone used it to make the crocodile do things. To watch. To tell him what it saw. Tell who? Kemet asked. Ipy pulled out a scroll from under the table. The scroll was old. The edges were black. He opened it carefully. The picture showed a man. He wore a crown, but the crown was upside down. His skin was black. Behind him, there was no shadow. There was light. The light looked like hands. My father called him the Eater of Dawn, Ipy said. He was a priest, but he learned old secrets. He learned that the gods are power, and power can be taken. Taken how? The stone you saw, it is a piece of a bigger stone, a stone that fell from the sun. The Eater has been looking for it for 50 years. He has some pieces already. He uses them to control animals. When he has all the pieces, he will control the gods. Kemet looked at the boy. Where is the rest of the stone? Ipy's face changed. He looked like a scared child. My father had it, he said. He was a scribe. He kept things safe. When the Eater came for him, he ran. He brought me here. Then he went back. Went back where? To the temple, to hide the stone. Ipy's voice shook. He never came out. Kemet thought about her own father. He would do anything for her. Why did you save me? She asked. Ipy looked up. Because you did not run. When the crocodile watched you, You did not run. You made yourself small. You waited. My father told me that is hard. I thought, if I have to die, I want someone like you with me. Kemet stood up. What is your plan? Ipy blinked. I do not have one. Then we make one. Do you know where the stone is? No, but I know where my father went. The big temple at Karnak. Kemet nodded. Then we go to Karnak. Just like that. Just like that. She looked at the lamp. Can we take that? It is heavy. Then we leave it. We walk at night. We do not stop until we find what we need. Ipy stared at her. For the first time, his old eyes looked young. Who are you? He asked. Kemet thought about the river, about the crocodile, about how she made herself small and lived. I am the one who did not run, she said. Let us go. Part 3. What the night hid. Kemet thought the desert at night would be empty. She was wrong. The dark was full of sounds. Small animals ran in the sand. Foxes called to each other. The wind made soft noises against the rocks. The sky had so many stars that Kemet could see her own shadow. The air was cold. It made her teeth chatter. Ipy walked next to her. He made no sound at all. His feet touched the ground like he was floating. Kemet tried to walk like him, but every step she took made noise. The sand moved under her feet. Walk on the front of your feet, Ipy said. Not on your heels. He showed her. He looked like he was not touching the ground. Kemet tried. She fell. She tried again. By morning, she was better. On the third night, they saw something behind them. A light. Far away. Small and still at first. Then it moved. It went up and down over the sand. It stayed the same distance away. It did not come closer. It did not fall behind. What is that? Kemet whispered. Ipy's face went white. A servant. The eater made him. He does not eat. He does not sleep. He does not stop. He just walks. Can we lose him? No. We must get to the temple first. They walked faster. On the fourth night, Kemet's feet started to bleed. She had wrapped them in cloth. But the cloth wore out. The sand got inside. It cut her skin. By the fifth night, she left red footprints in the sand. Ipy saw them. He said nothing. On the sixth night, Kemet fell down. She could not get up. She lay on the sand. She looked at the stars. The cold went into her bones. The light behind them was closer now. She could see a shape. It was a man, but his skin was gray. His eyes were empty. He walked without stopping. He did not even breathe. Ipy knelt beside her. Kemet, I know. I can carry you. No, you cannot. He was thin. She was not small. If he tried, they would both die. I am sorry, Ipy whispered. I should not have brought you. Kemet looked at the stars. She thought about her father, her grandmother, the other girls who laughed at her. She thought about the crocodile, how she made herself small and lived. I chose, she said. What? Back in the tomb. I chose to come. You did not bring me. You chose. Ipy was crying. She could hear it. Get up, he said. No. Get up, Kemet. Listen to me. She grabbed his arm. Her hand was weak, but she held on. Go to the temple. Find the priests. Tell them about the eater. They will believe you. I am not leaving you. Yes, you are. She let go. Go now, while I can still talk. Ipy stared at her. Behind them, the light was closer. The gray man was near. His face had no eyes, just holes. Ipy stood up. Your name means the one who endures, he said. Did you know that? Kemet did not know. She smiled a little. Then I will endure. Ipy ran. Kemet watched him go. Then she turned to face the gray man. He stopped next to her. He looked down with his empty eyes. Cold came from him. No warmth. No life. Where's the boy? The voice came from nowhere. His mouth did not move. Kemet looked up. Her feet were bleeding. Her body was broken. She was so tired. I do not know, she said. The gray man tilted his head. You lie. Doi. She smiled. It was not a nice smile. Then find him. Follow his trail. But you must step over me first. The gray man looked at her. For a long time, nothing happened. Then he stepped. He stepped over her. He kept walking. Kemet lay on the sand. She laughed until she coughed. He stepped over her. He followed Ipy's trail. Her trail went nowhere. Because she stopped, she made herself small again. And it worked. She closed her eyes. She slept. When she woke, it was morning. The gray man was gone. The sand was smooth. And standing over her was Ipy. He had water. You came back, she whispered. You chose, he said. So did I. He helped her up. They walked. Part 4. What the dawn brought. Karnak rose from the desert like a big mountain. They saw it from far away. There were tall stones. There was smoke from fires. By the time they reached the gates, Kemet could not walk well. Ipy held her up. She held them up. The guards looked at them. Their feet were bloody. Their faces were dirty. The guards called for a priest. An old man came. His skin was like old leather. He looked at them for a long time. Come, he said. He took them through big courtyards. They walked past pools of water. They walked past statues of gods. He took them to a small room and closed the door. I am Panab, he said. I knew your father. Ipy's face went white. You knew him? Yes. He is dead. He died well. Panab sat down. He told me about a priest who wanted to eat the gods. I did not believe him. But you believe now, Kemet said. Panab's eyes looked afraid. The eater came to Thebes 3 days ago. He walked into the great temple. The priests there bowed to him. They are his now. Ipy sat down. Then we are too late. No. Panab stood up. Your father gave me a map. He said it would lead to the stone. He said only a child could read it. Kemet looked at Ipy. The river. What? The river. Adults look at water. Children look at everything. When the flood comes, heavy things sink into the mud. The stone is heavy, Ipy said. Then it is in the mud, Kemet said. Somewhere the river buried it. Panab was quiet. The eater is getting ready. Tomorrow at dawn, he will try to take the power of the sun god. If you find a missing piece before then, his plan will fail. Tomorrow at dawn, Kemet said. That is not much time. It is all we have. They found at dusk. Kemet took them to a bend in the river. The water was slow. The mud was deep. She had played here as a child. Ipy found a marker. A stone, half in the mud. It had a small sign on it. They dug. The mud was cold and thick. It pulled at their arms. They dug until their fingers bled. Kemet's arms gave out. Ipy kept digging. Then his hand touched something hard. He pulled it out. A green stone. It shone a little like moonlight. It was as big as 2 fists. It was very heavy. The heart of it, Ipy said. The piece that makes all the others work. They ran back to Karnak. They ran into the great temple. And there, in the big hall, they found the eater. He was small. He was old. But behind him, on the wall, his shadow was wrong. It was bright. It moved. It reached out like hands. He turned. You have something of mine. Kemet held the stone behind her back. It was never yours. It fell from the sun. The sun is mine. He smiled. His shadow smiled too. Give it to me. I will let you live. Ip stepped forward. My father gave his life to stop you. Your father was a fool. I do not want to be a god. I want to be small. The eater laughed. He raised his hand. The shadow rose too. Dark fingers reached for them. Kemet looked at the stone. It was warm. It was heavy. Then she knew what to do. She threw it up, straight up, as high as she could, toward the hole in the roof. The stone rose. It shone. The shadow followed it. Reaching, wanting, the stone hit the roof. It fell down. It hit the floor with a loud crack. The temple shook. The shadow screamed. The eater screamed. The stone broke in two. Light came out. Gentle light. Like morning. The shadow melted. The eater fell. His body turned to dust. Then it was over. Kemet stood in the silence. Ip stood next to her. The stone was on the floor. Dark now. Just a rock. Panab came to the door. He said nothing. There was nothing to say. They went home. It took a month. Kemet's father cried when he saw her. Her grandmother hugged her. The other girls did not laugh anymore. Ip stayed. He built a small house near the river. He became a scribe. He copied old writings. He slept well. Most nights, sometimes at dusk, they walked to the bend in the river. They sat on the bank. They watched the water flow. One evening, Kemet saw something in the water. A small light. Deep down, she did not point at it. She just took Ip's hand. He squeezed it. They watched the river together. The stone was gone. The eater was gone. But the river was still there. Deep, dark, full of secrets. Kemet was not afraid. She made herself small, and she lived. She threw a stone, and she won. Ip smiled. The sun went down. The stars came out, and the river flowed on.